Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're gonna have ourselves a 1v1 on Minsk Pocket. Our heroes today are going to be Mr. Tab, Aerohank, playing as the Soviet forces in the yellow. And his opponent is going to be BananaInPajamas, playing as the OKW forces in the red. So while the game gets underway, I'm gonna have to say that I am no longer gonna be promising that videos should be coming out and things of that nature, because whenever apparently I seem to say like, oh, I should be able to get videos out now, things come up and no video comes out on the next day or something like that, which happened again this time. But so you get nothing now. Nothing, I promise nothing, but I'm still gonna try. But jeez. Like just after I say like, oh, I'm good, there should be no interruptions, there's an interruption, so ugh. So anyways, let's take a look here. BananaInPajamas getting themselves Volks and Volks, nothing out of the ordinary, but we did see Aerohank Gehring, his tier 2. Tier 2 now out, conscripts on the field, and following it up with a Maxim machine gun. Now, that is a excellent choice for Aerohank, considering the potency of Volksgrenadiers with the recent patch. And yes, I know that they showed those stats where it looks like the they've been adjusted and it's fine, and OKW isn't as strong as first, appeared. But you still can't deny that they're pretty strong. So yeah, Maxim machine gun, pretty good choice there, helping out against the Volksgrenadiers, trying to lock him down. Same as if you were to go for an MG with the Wehrmacht. So it's been a while since we've actually been in Minsk. I remember the change, but yeah, this looks kind of weird now. The big ass hedge that used to be in this zone got completely removed. It's now an open field, and it's a lot more difficult to maintain this point. Did they change it down south? Yeah, they actually changed it down south. So this big hedge right here also got removed. They removed a little. They left a little bit of it over here, as you can see, separating this point here, this little unpassable terrain, with this other hedge over here. But it's more just, chunks and pieces over here and there to simulate also the one on the right-hand side because of the cliffs. So yeah, it's cool, but obviously it allows for things like this. These Volksgrenadiers coming up for the flank, BananaInPajamas getting right on top of that Maxim machine gun. The Maxim machine gun trying to refocus its sights on the squad that is currently suppressed, getting it pinned down, making sure that it is no longer in the fight as the Volksgrenadiers murder them from the back. Conscripts right on top of the Volks are going to try and deal with them very quickly, and it manages to succeed. Aerohank managing to keep his Maxim machine gun on the field. Did take a little bit of damage there on the Maxim machine gun, losing 2 of its members and a decent amount of health. However, with a quick reaction there by Aerohank, he merges the conscripts with the Maxim machine gun, bringing it back up to 6-man and keeping it well on the field. So always remember that. Something that we almost kind of forgot in a sense, that conscripts can merge, and it's a very potent ability when used right. For example, let's take a look what this is doing. Mine's getting laid down over on the left-hand side. It's a big engagement here in the center. We got Volks all over the field across, fighting against conscripts. Conscripts down to 3 men on each of the squads. It is being supported by a Maxim machine gun, but the Maxim machine gun now getting flanked and defeated by a Storm Pile squad. Taking some heavy losses here on the move as the conscripts are trying to focus down the Storm Piles. Getting shot in all directions, however, the conscript squad in the center may go down to 1 man. The Storm Piles are not going to turn to focus on it. They're going to try and dislodge that Maxim machine gun. The Maxim machine gun does need to retreat. Down to 1 man on the Storm Pile squad, so very ballsy maneuver here. Oh, down goes the Storm Pile for BananaInPajamas, going a little bit too aggressive and paying the ultimate price. The Maxim machine gun stays on the field. Conscripts merge, and brilliant maneuvering here for Aerohank. That is excellent usage of his field resources. So the Maxim machine gun still on the field, opening up on the Volksgrenadiers as they try to capture the center victory point. They did lay down a sandbag there, giving them heavy cover, allowing them to actually stay on the field. However, BananaInPajamas also doing a great job at the flanking, spreading out his troops, making sure he can get those angles. Storm Piles almost paid off, got the Maxim machine gun down to 1 man, but as we saw, they paid the ultimate price, and it did not actually end up in his favor. Aerohank, well, both players actually have gone for their doctrines. We see Aerohank going for the mechanized support tactics, while BananaInPajamas has selected the Luftwaffe ground forces doctrine. We do see a guard squad already on the field for Aerohank. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the almighty PTRS rifles did get toned a little bit on the with the recent, well, not a recent patch, but in a patch, you know. They got to a point where PTRS rifles were ridiculously strong, but they did address them. So I don't think they're as strong as before. Although we just saw that one take down one of those Volkskrins. Also, you can see here this side of the map was also opened up, so no longer do you only have these entrances to this compound up in the north. You have this southern angle with a ramp here, a big ramp. It's not just that little path there through the wheels. You can also move around here. So yeah, opening them up the map a little bit more. Is that wall broken by default, or is that a new hole? It's just made to look like that. Not sure, actually. Like I said, it's actually been a while since we've seen a game in Minsk Pocket. Been getting mostly Langres and things of that nature. Ah, a brilliant mine there for Aerohank, setting it up right on the other side of that heavy cover, which seems very oh, it's gonna have a candle lit. Nice attempt, but it didn't work out. The Volkskrins pushing up to the north, going to be pushing away the conscripts and the combat engineers. Shrek's getting upgraded on both of the squads. And the guards and conscripts moving around over on the left-hand side, going to be catching another Volkskrin squad. This angle over here was also opened up quite a bit. It used to be a narrow corridor with this hedge closed and this rock closed all the way up here, so it got open in this direction, so the map is way more open. This, I mean, Minsk Pocket previously used to feel like a 3-lane map, so you have, you know, your center big damage thingy, well, not damage, but the center big lane, and then you had 2 lanes on the edges where pretty much mostly done for capping. Most of the engagement would head with the wow, come on, words, would take place in the center, whilst they still will. It obviously opened up the map a lot more. It feels a lot more like just a flat terrain with some bushes here and there. So up in the north, Volkskrins pushing away the conscript squad. Not having too much luck there with the Soviets. Conscripts over on the left-hand side. Another Volkskrin squad on top of them. They do manage to, well, actually, no. I was going to say they're going to be giving some heavy cover, but that's just light cover. It's a small pile of wood. Whereas the Volksgrenadiers actually have a little bit of heavy cover because of the sandbag. However, with the support of a guard squad's getting right on top of those Volkskrins, doing a lot of damage. And do they have DP light machine guns? No, it's just PTRS rifles, which is almost just as good, right? Center map, we do have an MG34 on the field for BananaInPajamas, making sure that he can also stop the approaching infantry, as it seems that Aerohank is quite adept. Grenade going off on the MG34, taking 2 of its members. PTRS rifles continue to fire. They are impacting some of them on the sandbags, but don't seem to be doing much damage. MG34 down to 1 man, could be taken out here. It's a little bit back in recoverable terrain, so it shouldn't affect it too much. And then we see BananaInPajamas getting his battle group headquarters down in the center of the map. Not currently set up as a forward retreat point, but it is, of course, a forward reinforcement point that can be utilized. And gets himself the infantry support gun, which, of course, has lost its suppression capabilities, but it has not lost any of its lethality. It's still able to kill a lot of things if it hits it, so, you know, gotta be careful with that. Back at base, Aerohank has gone for Tier 3. Tier 3 now down, getting a T-70 from that. 10 minutes in, relatively quick, not too bad. Conscripts forced to retreat. Maxim machine gun moving up, trying to dislodge, but the infantry support gun is going to be getting some good shots on it. However, like I said, without the suppression, the Maxim machine gun is able to continue to shoot without any interruption, taking some splash damage and will eventually lose, well, all of its members if it just sits there. But it's able to continue to pound the herd. And yeah, you see there the damage taking its toll. Down to 3 men, forced to retreat, very low in health. Do we have medics back at base? Yes, we do have medics back at base for Aerohank, and the T-70 hits the field. We do, of course, have 2 Shreks on the field for BananaInPajamas, so he should have more than enough. Oh, never mind, 3 Shreks for BananaInPajamas, so he definitely has enough to deal with the T-70. However, it's still potentially able to catch squads out on the edges. This one, for example, on the left-hand side is currently without a Trek and on its own. Conscripts moving in its direction. T-70 moving straight towards it. Nothing nearby to help out. We do see another truck being set up, and that is the Schwerpanzer headquarters. Not set up in range of the center victory point, just at the edge of it, so it can kind of cover it a little bit, but not too much. Volksgrenadier squad forced to retreat, down to 2 men, getting chased down. Oh, it's just getting torn apart. One more shot should do it. There it goes. Nice pickup there for Aerohank, eliminating that Volksgrenadier squad with the T-70 as a shock impact. And, well, there it goes. Schwerpanzer headquarters is about to come back online. The PTRS rifles are going to be engaged otherwise with the Volksgrenadiers. The Volksgrenadiers will be, making sure that those PTRS rifles don't accidentally destroy the Schwerpanzer headquarters, which is not going to happen. Comes online and is able to take some shots at the aggressive... No, not aggressive. The, aggrediting? No, aggrediting? No. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, but the aggressors. But not sure how to say it as infantry. Anyways, so shots continue to fly in the center from the infantry support gun. It's getting caught there by the conscripts as they take a little bit of heavy cover by the sandbags. They're going to push forward after decapping the point, running themselves straight into the Schwerpanzer headquarters, getting suppressed and being forced to crawl out of the way, taking a little bit of extra damage. They managed to get themselves into the heavy cover of the sandbags and should be able to continue to capture the point. So, like I said, while it doesn't cover the point completely, it's right there at the edge, and it actually has a little bit more range than that line that it shows. So it works out decently well. Up in the north, T-70 trying to harass. It seems to have run itself straight into a Shrek or something, taking a little bit of damage. Doesn't seem to have hit a mine. Oh. So it looks like there may have been a Volksgrenadier squad there that attacked it. But then it hit a mine and it's dead, because we see another Volksgrenadier squad dead up north. I'm going to write that down and see if I can catch it. Volk North 12. There you go. Okay. So we'll see what happened exactly there. But we do see that BananaInPajamas is now down to 2 Volksgrenadier squads, losing one of its Shreks on the field. So that T-70 giving itself a little bit more flexibility and able to harass a little bit more aggressively. Obviously, though, with the Luftwaffe Ground Forces Doctrine, we have the Fallschirmjägers on the field. They popped out of this house here, and they moved down south to recover some territory. As we see these Volksgrenadiers over here laying down some sandbags again in the center to recover that center victory point. Guards getting harassed by the FG-43s. Am I right? Is that the name? Maybe. I think so, but yeah, they're paratrooping assault rifles, things that they have. There's a weird side clip. T-70 engaging up in the north. Volksgrenadiers with their Shrek popping into that shack. Going to be able to get some good shots into that T-70. T-70 moving out of the way, actually taking some shots almost at its own members as it impacts the objects at the front of the field. Combat engineers moving back, although they probably should retreat at that point. And everything forced to retreat from the north as the infantry support gun is just laying into it, doing a lot of damage. MG-34 in the center, popping its incendiary rounds, trying to stop the approaching conscripts. However, an AT gun on the field for Mr. Aerohank, utilizing its artillery barrage, getting a good hit on that MG-34, forcing it to retreat down to 2 men. But at least dislodged it, allowing the conscripts to come back into the fight and push even further. Tree, again, paying the ultimate price as the artillery shells continue to land. Again, one of the things of why I like the AT gun for the Soviets, and always liked it, because yeah, he got it right now. No, there isn't anything on the field that it can potentially shoot at, but it always has that artillery barrage that, even though yes, it does cost munitions, could potentially, turn a situation around and even just wipe a squad. So with the Schwerpanzer headquarters down, its defensive abilities have been of note. However, it is now building a Panzer IV, which should be able to deal with these Soviet vehicles. However, we do see Aerohank following him up with a... wow, I forgot the name. What is it? Su-76. I was like, it's Su something. So yeah, Su-76. Again, Su-76 cannot really go toe-to-toe against a Panzer IV, but it is very capable of penetrating that armor and getting a kill if it lets itself. So the Panzer IV wouldn't be able to just simply steamroll and go hunt the T-70, for example, because otherwise it would get itself pretty battered. So conscripts in the center, moving around, unable to capture the center point, trying to reposition themselves in a way that it would allow. However, it doesn't actually happen, as they put themselves a little bit off the point. You can see right there, that guy is almost stepping on the point. The point is floating in front of him, and it doesn't happen. So the Panzer IV now on the field, getting upgraded with the MG on top, the gunner on top. Like I said, pretty powerful and a big threat. We'll see how it pans out. T-70 still harassing over on the sides. Volksgrenadier squad down to one man on the retreat, almost gets taken out. And we do see the Su-76 coming up, throwing a barrage, getting a good hit there on the infantry support gun. Infantry support gun moving out of the way as the barrage continues to spread, almost hunting down that MG-34, and the MG-34 finally moves the hell out of the way as it doesn't want to get hit. But yeah, again, one of the reasons the Su-76 is awesome is that artillery barrage, making it, again, useful against those vehicles and infantry. Kind of miss that from the other factions. So, Stormpile squad got brought back onto the field a little while ago by BananaInPajamas. Got upgraded with a sweeper, as of course he noticed that mines were used all over the place. We see mines detonated in some locations. Getting pinned down there by the Maxim machine gun, but the Maxim machine gun is unequipped and unable to deal with the Panzer IV. Panzer IV quickly forces it away, and the Fallschirmjägers are on the field. Now these Fallschirmjägers, I think they're the same ones, right? They only have one kill, but they have a decent amount of veterancy, so I would assume it's the guys we saw over here. I don't remember seeing a troop getting killed. So from the north, Volksgrenadiers forced to retreat. Panzer IV moving up to engage. We do still have that T-70 around there, now fully repaired by the combat engineers. Moving out of the way, PTRS rifles are going to be able to do something against the Panzer IV, but not a lot. The guards moving out of the way, shots flying at them, the MG being the primary killer there. And they're forced to retreat. We did see them, however, now equipped with DP light machine guns. You can see there the big drum on the top. So they also have a very substantial amount of anti-infantry firepower. And the ability to button, although button has fallen out of grace for a while, quite a while now. They got toned down quite severely, and it's basically another type of snare. Ooh, storm piles up in the north, getting detonated there by a mine. It seems that either yeah, BananaInPajamas says, lol, my own mine. Yeah, I was saying, like, either they were disabling a mine and they got hit by the T-70, or they laid down a mine and the T-70 blew it up. So down goes the storm piles for BananaInPajamas. That's unfortunate. But at least he can have a laugh out of it, so good on you, Bananas. Victory points 389 to 441. Currently in the favor of BananaInPajamas. But with that amount, it's pretty much anybody's game. Aerohank going to be building himself another Su-76. That is a decent combination. Fragile, but decent. It is quite capable of killing, but it's not, you know, incapable of, but it's not too strong. That's what I'm saying. Damn. I got a little bit distracted there because we saw a conscript squad throwing an AT grenade at the Panzer IV. Still does the damage, still gets you that veterancy on the squad, so, you know, it's not a complete waste, but because it wasn't sufficiently damaged, the damage on the engine does not crit, so the Panzer IV will live. However, BananaInPajamas is gonna have to get himself another Stormpile squad, because he doesn't have the Mechanized Regiment headquarters, and he also doesn't have the Stormpile squad, but considering that he built a supply half-track, I'm assuming that he is going to be building the Mechanized Regiment headquarters, and he will be utilizing those automated repairs. So Volksgrenadiers up in the north getting pushed around by the T-70, not allowing it to get its its shots in. The T-70 getting hunted down here by the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV destroying its main gun. Getting shot at by the side by the Su-76. However, it should be able to... Oh, it doesn't. It misses and impacts the ground. Whoa, that is a big... Well, not mistake, but a big miss or unfortunate set of circumstances. Damn it, words come to me. Yeah, that is an unfortunate set of events there for BananaInPajamas, and it is a big win there for Aerohank, really, keeping that T-70. T-70 was dead to rights. Well, that shot hit right there on the terrain as it bent around, came down the hill, so that saved its life. Wow, that was pretty good. And conscripts over on the far left-hand side still capturing some territory. Center map, though, we do see a lot of infantry pushing. The Su-76 is really not having much to fear about them. We do have, of course, the Faust capability on the Fallschirmjägers, and it is going to hit one of the Su-76. Damage on the engine goes through, but it can't keep moving, and it can't just keep going further back, and should be fine. There's an AT gun and a second Su-76 defending it, so whilst the damage went through and the, you know, the engine got taken down, it is what it is. So anyways, conscripts in the center. Everything getting suppressed right now by the MG-34. It's doing a great job at that. We see a smoke grenade? Oh no, that's a frangible smoke bomb thing, whatever they call it. Yeah, so basically it's kind of like white phosphorus. It damages them over time, but it also creates like the smoke effect. So we don't see it used that much. Really, most people should go for the bundle, but still, it's fine. So Fallschirmjäger squad forced to retreat. Everything else was also forced to retreat off the field as soon as the MG-34 was moved out of the way. Pretty much everything was fine. Back at base, though, we do have the combat engineers coming back to repair the... I actually think the Su-76 should be the priority. There it is. Kind of a cornerstone here to keep the army alive. Does have one available, of course, but, you know, having the second one ready to cover its ass goes a long way. And the T-70 is really just being used to harass. But to each his own, I suppose. AT gun back at base, fully healed up. Conscripts back at base, getting healed up themselves. Combat engineers moving out, so double combat engineers on the field. That's going to allow them to quickly repair. This squad decided to leave the T-70 for a little while and then, you know, reconsidered. And we do see Aerohank laying down a fuel cache next to the side of his base, which is pretty nice. These points over here are quite secluded. They're very remote and difficult to harass, considering the proximity to the base and no straight access to them, really, and not easy at least. So yeah, those are prime locations for caches. Like, these ones are too far out there. These one and this one. But yeah, like these little nooks here. It's an excellent way to utilize your manpower if you need to utilize it because you're getting too high up there. Like Aerohank right now is up to 800. However, I'm assuming, though, he's probably just saving to eventually get an ISU. Assuming, though. We do have the Stuka on the field for BananaInPajamas. Stuka barrage going off. Straight onto the Su-76. Eliminating one of the combat engineer squads and doing a little bit of extra splash damage on some infantry. Su-76 not taking too much damage. It's more explosive and fire rather than penetration on the armor. Even though it is an open back, so it should, in theory, kill at least the guys on top. But still, though, mechanic-wise, it's not going to have too much of an effect. Fallschirmjägers and Oversoldaten now with their LMGs, capable of fighting off conscripts very easily. T-70 still on the field, now back in order. However, it is going to be popping its repair ability to get itself back in working order, as one combat engineer squad died and the second one, well, which is left there. We also have the airborne assault, which we see the attack coming through with a lot of troops, and once it's done, it should be dropping a Fallschirmjäger squad on top of everything. It's a weird ability because it seems to only affect infantry. You would expect something of that nature to maybe be kind of like the British one, where it's a rocket strafe and a thing. So even if it wasn't a rocket, but it was an autocannon, like the, what's it called, the other one? Stukas? Is it the Stuk? No, no, I'm thinking of this thing. Damn it. I forgot the name. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But anyways, yeah. The one with the autocannon that's more designed against vehicles, that would kind of be awesome. But I suppose it has to be like that in some sort of balance. So, Rocket the Morpher finally getting brought onto the field for BananaInPajamas. Gets a good shot in there on that SU-76, forcing it to back off and stay at range. The other one is somewhere. Where's the other one? Oh, back at base. All the way back at base. Panzer IV moves up. Does take a couple of shots there, as of course we do have the AT gun as well. Second SU-76 getting brought up. Conscripts moving across through the open field in the center. And the T-70 harassing over on the left-hand side. The Obersoldaten, an excellent target for the T-70. There's nothing that they can do to stop it, so they are going to get chased down here. However, going for... Oh, nice little juke there by the T-70. Stops dead and moves back, dodging the Shrek shot. But that, of course, leaves the Obersoldaten to retreat and stay alive. Still, though, worked out rather well. Did a little bit of damage. And another Stuka barrage getting tossed. It's going to go straight on top of nothing, actually. Going straight across here, maybe trying to see if he can force a retreat of something and catch it on the retreat. But it doesn't impact on anything. Conscript still fighting. Conscript moving on top of Volksgrenadiers, forcing the retreat. And the Maxim machine gun on the back. Veteran C3 acquired, doing quite an excellent job. Capping ability getting popped by the T-70. That removes the ability to shoot the main gun, but it allows it to be utilized exactly for this, harassing on the sides, capping and such. So it is pretty much the best use of the T-70 at this stage in the game. It can't really hope to go straight on, so... Yak Panzer on the field for BananaInPajamas. That was a very good choice, in my opinion. I don't think anything that Aerohank has right now on the field, with the exception, of course, of the AT gun, can actually take it. However, it's going to go straight into a mine. Oh, that is unfortunate. Mine getting hit. The engine suffering heavy damage. Heavy engine damage. That Yak Panzer is a sitting duck right now. SU-76 is being moved in that direction to try to oppose him. Panzer IV being brought up. Going to be focusing on the conscripts. However, yeah, the SU-76s can't really try to take it on unless they can get the shots on the side. The AT gun is the ideal one for this situation. And with no storm piles online, the Yak Panzer is almost a sitting duck. I'm kind of surprised that Aerohank hasn't actually sent anything in that direction. Obviously, he knows that BananaInPajamas is going to be sending a lot of support to that Yak Panzer to try to keep it on the field, which is understandable. AT grenade going off on the Yak Panzer, getting a little bit of extra damage in there. But yeah, that engine is kind of dead right now. Oh, I see what he's waiting for. ISU. So the ISU comes onto the field, so he's feeling well. I can't really push with my lighter assault guns, so maybe I'll just use a big-ass assault gun. Yak Panzer is slowly crawling its way back. Where's the Mechanized Regiment headquarters? It is not there, not there. Oh, see, that is painful. It is all the way over here. Has to move all the way across the map to even get anywhere near any type of repairs. That's unfortunate. It is a window of opportunity here for Aerohank to do a lot of damage, potentially. Seems to be wanting to keep the... Ooh, that's another T-70 kill, potentially. Go, go, go. Get him. Down to one. No, don't stop him. Oh. Runs its way back. Seems like it's going to be able to get out of there. Panzer IV was moving over to support. Quite wisely, but there you go. Yak Panzer still moving straight through the open. MG-34 set up to cover this approach, making sure that no infantry can just simply rush in there. But the ISU comes onto the field. The ISU should be able to break through whatever the hell it wants, especially if it seems like it's an MG-34. Boom, there goes the shot. Only kills the first guy, so not doing too much, but still. SU-76s, though, shifting around. T-70 making it back out of there as it did lose a little bit of health there apparently to the Panzer IV. Guards though sitting there in front of the MG, they're just getting shit on, down to 3 men. They're actually going to get themselves killed if they don't move out of the way. And the ISU just being a big disappointment there, not getting too much. It does have 3 kills so far, but the Jagdpanzer is now crawling slowly all the way back. BananaInPajamas unable to even afford another Stormpile squad to maybe get those into the repairs. He's going to have to withstand. Shots flying. ISU getting a good hit there on the Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers getting an incendiary grenade going on the Maxim machine gun, forcing it to retreat. We do have a second Maxim machine gun. Is that a second Maxim machine gun, or did he steal a thing? Yeah, no, there's a shopping cart pushing a tree less than you normally should. So that is, of course, a Maxim machine gun. We do have a cloaked rocket warfare there in the center as the ISU pushes forward. Conscripts could do with pushing up and revealing a little bit. As this Jagdpanzer still there, still slowly crawling. There's nothing that can repair it, so just has to do that. But it seems to me like Aerohank may have left a big opportunity to go by. Let's hope it doesn't come back and bite him in the ass. Conscripts over on the left-hand side, getting caught there by the MG-34 once again, getting pinned down, and nothing's going to happen to them. ISU in the center, in position to shoot at something. Takes a shot as a Bolshevik squad down to 1 man. Almost takes it out, forcing it to retreat. Rocket warfare is set up and in range. Can get a shot off, but there's nothing to follow up with. As the Stuka moves up, takes a barrage at the ISU. But, I mean, that shouldn't really have affected too much. XC-76s are nearby. The XC-76s should be able to deal with this Panzer IV, as the Panzer IV is harassing the ISU. Shot does fly. Shot does get a hit. XC-76 takes another shot. Down goes, well, not down, but gets him down to half health. But it seems to me like the Jagdpanzer has finally managed to get itself into the range of the repairs. So it should be able to come back online and capable of fighting rather soon. And yeah, that's a missed opportunity there for Aerohank. I guess he didn't exactly expect it to take that long, obviously. He wasn't capable of seeing it, but it seemed to me like he wasn't maybe aggressive enough. I know that it could have potentially backfired, and, you know, exercising caution a lot of times is the better route, but, well, from this point of view, we can see that it was just crawling there, limping, and potentially dead. But now, we see that the Jagdpanzer has come back online, and that is actually a serious threat there to the ISU. It is very much capable of killing it. Victory points 89 to 441. Thing is that BananaInPajamas is still holding the map for most of this, and has brought Aerohank down to less than 100 points, so that's actually quite significant. I mean, army values are pretty equal in 96 to 98. I could probably argue that Aerohank has the stronger composition considering of the numbers that he has, but still though, you can't deny that even with that, you can just simply die outright to victory points. So there you go. So center map, we do see conscripts capping, conscripts moving around as well, with the SC-76s backing off and coming forward. Volksgrenadiers up on the hill here, holding the ledge with those sandbags. And the T-70 still moving around, capping. Veteran C3 has been acquired, so it's able to move around, sip through the battlefield quite easily. But with that, I mean, Aerohank does have just a lot of manpower just sitting around. I mean, getting cache set up on as many points as he could potentially just be a sink of resources, but with your army, you know, capped at max, you know, you're obviously going to float, which is not a bad thing at that point, considering that means you can instantly replace any of your losses. So for example, if the ISU goes down, he can instantly call in another one because he already has the fuel and more than enough manpower. Stuka going for another barrage. Seems to be hitting the Maxim machine gun. No, actually just seems to be hitting everything across and not hitting anything at all. All show and no substance, apparently. The Panzer IV over here on the left-hand side getting targeted. Not sure if it was a mark or if it was... It looks like it was a button, right? Yeah. Last 20 seconds. Didn't see it last 20 seconds, but I guess I maybe just caught it at the end. Shot flying from the ISU, down to very low amounts of health. Well, not really, but down to half. And the Rocket and Warfare moving up in reverse. Going to be revealing some vehicles, but maybe getting itself killed. Good shot by the Rocket and Warfare, getting a hit on the Su-76. Su-76 going to be forced to back off. Rocket and Warfare getting more shots off, and all the vehicles getting caught a little bit out of position here by the Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers are going to be taking their shots on the ISU. While it is, like I said, okay if you lose it because you can instantly replace it, you kind of want to have it go out in a blaze of glory, kind of like that. Killing out a Volksgrenadier squad with its veterancy and its trek, not a bad thing for it to go out on. And it doesn't even die, so they didn't go out on that, so good, good. BananaInPajamas being forced to back off. The Jagdpanzer taking quite a bit of punishment there. Panzer IV still hogging all the repairs right now. Stuka moving up. Stuka not really recharged yet, so not sure why it's moving up. Needs a couple more seconds. Fallschirmjägers up in the north, again capturing the point, though the center point has been taken by BananaInPajamas, so as well as Aerohank is doing and putting up quite a fight, he's losing this game, and if he doesn't do something quick, he's gonna lose the whole game, which is unfortunate. So T-70 sips out of the way, forces the retreat of the Fallschirmjägers, but it's just sipped out of the way. It didn't actually go for the cap. And why, I don't exactly know. Didn't take that much damage. And we also see some explosions in the center. Some damage apparently, as combat engineers are very low in health, but the Maxim machine guns seem to have survived that without really much of an issue. 47 points left for Aerohank. We finally see the T-70 moving back in this direction, going to be trying to cap. Su-76 can be utilized to defend it. Panzer IV going to be moving up to try to prevent that. As we see... Huh. Well, I missed that. It is dead right there, but I missed it, so I'll just write it down. 36 probably. So yeah, the ISU did end up going down, but like I said, Aerohank had more than enough resources already stocked up to replace it, so it's not that big of a loss. Shots continue to fly. Su-76 is taking on the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV managing to circle strafe him. This is excellent control here by BananaInPajamas, and that could actually turn it for him. T-70 getting brought up onto the fight. Can he actually take it out? Gets a good shot on the rear armor. Oh, that is a ace. T-70 there. Takes out a Panzer IV by himself. Manages to decap the point on the left-hand side, but not fully cap it. And with 2 points, that is still 2 points per tick. And with no infantry that I can see of pushing for Aerohank, that's going to be it. I mean, he's coming out of the field with everything he's got, but 8 points. Those are 4 ticks. He's not going to be able to come back. BananaInPajamas throwing out the triple Gs. Is it God good game, Gary? I don't know. And yeah, with 2 points, the last tick comes, and that is game. GG. Well, that is that's kind of unfortunate for Aerohank. I think he was doing pretty well, but yeah, I mean, BananaInPajamas just doing a far better job at controlling territory and keeping those points, bleeding him quickly with those triple caps, and well, that's how the game goes. So anyways, guys, I do hope you enjoyed the game. If you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.